All right, we have some breaking news out of college football where Colorado head coach Deion Sanders underwent a procedure to have a cancerous bladder tumor removed. At today's press conference, Sanders' doctor said he is now cleared of non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Coach Prime says he will be on the sidelines this season after getting cleared by his doctors. Sanders is entering his third season with Colorado, coming off of a 9-4 year, and that included two-way star Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy. The Buffs open up their season on August 29th, hosting Georgia Tech in Boulder. All right,
sorry about related to football, but you have a great coaching staff. How much have you relied on that, and how much will you rely on them this season, maybe to help out?
I don't have to rely on them. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I don't rely on them no more. I'm gonna be with them. You know, the Bible says, remember the rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Okay, so we're gonna comfort one another. And I love them. We have a wonderful staff, and thank God that they're good enough that I don't have to babysit. I don't have to be there every minute too. And I know they got that. It ain't like I told them anything. I think they found out yesterday, like the team found out. They didn't know. And first of all, let me thank God for our team, Sam, our team that didn't disclose this to anyone. We did a good job. Usually you have a couple of leaks, you know, but we were pretty good that we didn't disclose this to anyone because you guys definitely would have told it. So I'm thankful for that as well. But Sarah, thank God, baby. I love you to life every time we go to the hospital.
All right, let's welcome on Shehan Jeyarajah here. Shehan, we're, again, getting to this breaking news where you know that Deion Sanders underwent a procedure to have a cancerous bladder tumor removed. First things first, Shehan, what is your initial reaction to the news? And we're going to get into his presence on the sideline down the road. But what was your initial feeling when you're hearing this press conference?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big moment, right? I think it's one of those moments that you'll remember for a while. It's crazy to think about that Deion Sanders has had some of the health issues that he's had. And, you know, you have to give him a lot of credit. I think he's handled things in a really good way. What we've heard is that he had been in constant communication with the University of Colorado, with Rick George, their athletic director. And I think that because he was able to be so transparent in this moment, I mean, the hope is that, one, it's something that I think helps a lot of people understand that, hey, you know what, you got to be looking out for this. And two, I think it means that he's able to step back in at the University of Colorado and get right back to work.
Yeah, you said I'm right back to work. But Shehan, what do you think we can expect to see logistically? What does that look like? Because as you mentioned, Coach Prime is being very open, very vulnerable, and he shared with us different aspects of his life that have to change as a result of this. So what do you think that's going to look like with him coaching in 2025?
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to watch. One thing that he mentioned in his press conference is there might be a porta potty on the sideline to maybe be ready for him. And I think that that's what this is going to be. You know, I think that Colorado has done a really good job of accommodating some of the struggles physically that Deion Sanders has had. But I think that that's all they're going to have to be is accommodations. I think he's still going to be on the sideline. I think he's still going to be very involved. He is as dynamic a personality as we've really ever had in college football. And I expect that he's going to be ready for game one, and he's going to be ready to run his team back out onto the field.
So if we're pushing it forward, Shehan, of course, there's no Shehan Sanders, no Travis Hunter, a new quarterback that is stepping in. So ultimately, what are your expectations for the Buffs here moving forward in 2025 in the Big 12?
Well, it's so interesting, right? Because this was already going to be such a unique season for Deion Sanders, the first outside of the pandemic season that he's ever coached without his sons, Shehan and Shiloh. So this is going to be a different kind of challenge, I think, coming into a roster that has a lot of holes and question marks. Of course, the quarterback battle is at the top of the list. They bring in Caden Salter from Liberty and sign a fantastic true freshman in Julian Lewis. And then defensively, a lot of turnover on the side of the ball as well. So it's going to be a fascinating time. Again, he wasn't really around over the summer during a lot of the recruiting contact periods, but he was there for spring ball. And so I'll be fascinated to see if he can reintegrate himself and, again, get a roster that's ready to go by the time that they have to play games.
Shehan, we certainly appreciate it. I know you've covered the Big 12 for a very, very long time, and joining us here on HQ for that breaking news. Coach Prime, again, undergoing a procedure to have a cancerous bladder tumor removed. And again, at today's presser, his medical team saying he is now cleared of non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Looking ahead to 2025 in the schedule for the Buffs here, again, it's a world without Shehan Sanders at quarterback, no Travis Hunter either, and they open up the season on August 29th against Georgia Tech.